Hello everyone and welcome back to P3D for another flight sim video today. It's been a while and we are back again with a video for the PMDG 737. Where are we today, you'll ask? Well, you can probably tell it's been a long time coming and I promised I'd do it. We are at Amsterdam eventually and finally on the new FlyTampa scenery. It is gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous, worth every single penny. Surprisingly, not a lot of traffic, considering it's Vatsim and it's evening. We've got two Transavias. There's quite a few aircraft dotted about the place actually now that I think about it, but I just can't see them. I can see two of them, but that's about it. That's definitely just overshoots Aerosoft by a mile. Sorry Aerosoft, you're good, but FlyTampa's gotten you beat this one this time round. So, where are we off to today? Well, today, as you can probably tell, we are KLM91Z Zulu, and we are off to Manchester. This is another flight request. No name on this one, I'm afraid, but they requested it nonetheless, so we shall oblige. This is the Boeing 737-900. We've never flown the 900 variant before, so it'll be an interesting flight. I've never actually personally flown the 900 ever, so first time for me flying the 900 variant. So that'll make for an interesting flight. We're carrying quite a few passengers who are getting back from their summer holidays into Manchester, and it's going to be a busy arrival. Currently there is Amsterdam delivery tower and ATIS on, and Amsterdam radar has just come online. So hopefully we should get some good ATC coverage. I'm also flying with a friend today. His name's Sam, however he's an EasyJet and he's parked over on the hotel stands, which are way over there and you can't see them. But maybe he'll say something later, maybe he won't, I don't know, maybe he's shy. I hope he's not shy. If you're watching this, Sim, I hope you are not shy. I'm putting you in the video, sorry about that, but nonetheless, let's get right into the video. Before we start though, I do want to say a massive thank you for 340 subscribers. That's 40 in the space of 15 days, a new personal best, so well done everyone. And we're almost at 25,000 views, and that's only took us a couple months, so yeah, very chuffed, happy. But without any further ado, let's get on to the flight deck and get on with the video. Okay, and you join me now back on the flight deck of the 737-900 at Schiphol. Well, today we're at Delta 48, I believe, is our stand. Yes, it is. And we're going to get set up here. Hopefully we can catch ATC. It's quite warm, 17 degrees. The sun's just about to go down. This is the evening service. So we're going to make everything snappy, and hopefully we should get out of Amsterdam by the time the sun goes down. Just setting up a few preliminary things. If you want to know more in depth of how to run this aircraft, then I suggest you go and take a look at my 737 Cold and Dark tutorial. It's got a lot of views lately. I don't know why it's just suddenly decided to pick up, but I'm not complaining. So make sure you go and give that a view and a like as well, because it's definitely worth your time if you don't know how to fly this aircraft and you want to learn to. I put a lot of time into it, and I'm probably going to make another one because it seems to be very popular for some reason. But enough said about that video. Let's get on to this one. So as you can see, I'm just doing a few preliminary checks, just making sure everything on board is working systems wise, which it is. I will tune the ATC in a little bit, but for now we're gonna set up our FMC. So we'll turn the IRS switches to nav, and we'll turn the dome light on as well, just to make it that little teeny bit brighter in the cockpit. And we'll come down here to the FMC, and we'll bring in this to clear all the messages, and position initialization. You've all seen this before. So we're at Amsterdam, Schiphol, at Delta 48. Of course that's not in the database. Why would it be in the database? We'll just leave it blank, because this is add-on scenery, and we'll take GPS left, enter that into the IRS position, give that a couple seconds to align. Normally it takes days, not days, but you know what I mean. Select our origin. I do not remember if I've put in a company route. I should have done. If I haven't, I apologise. Oh yes, I have. Fantastic. Right, so I'll put that in. No idea what the runway is yet, and the flight number is KLM91Z Zulu. I'll enter that like so. So I'm going to have a little tune to the ATIS now, and we'll hear what he has to say.
Variable between 240 and 300 degrees, visibility 10 kilometers. UK1600 feet. Scattered 1,900 feet. Temperature 17. Dew 14. QNH 10.
Okay, so we're now listening to the ATIS, we've got the information, so we're now just about to talk to the delivery controller, and we're going to get our clearance. So let's have a little chat with him, shall we? Schiphol delivery, very good evening to you, sir. KLM91 Zulu, stand Delta 48. Request radio check, please.
1 Zulu, IB25, how copy?
Readability 5, and KLM91 Zulu, a Boeing 737-900, stand Delta 48 with information Golf and a QNH of 1010, requesting IFR clearance to Manchester as filed.
KLM91 Zulu, you're cleared to Manchester by the Bergie 1 Sierra departure, runway 24, squawk 6277.
And cleared to Manchester, Bergie 1 Sierra departure, runway 24, squawking 6277, KLM 901 Zulu.
KLM91 Zulu, you're correct, report fully ready.
And we'll report when we're fully ready, thank you, KLM 901 Zulu. So as you heard there, we got our information, and the information is we are flying the Bergie 1 Sierra departure off of runway 24. So we'll enter that into the FMC as shown and activate that route. Hit the execute button to enter the flight plan. We'll enter our zero fuel weight. We're taking reserves of 1.1 today and a cost index of 30. That's company standard for KLM on the Boeing 737. And we're cruising at 30,000 feet, like so. Weather-wise, the cruise winds at the top of climb are expected at 223 degrees, and that's at 41 knots. And we'll enter that in. And outside air temperature is expected as many as 44, and that's already selected. Transition altitude, I believe it's 3,000 out of Schiphol, I don't know, but hey-ho. Execute flight plan, execute perf initialization, make sure that's active, and go into the N1 limit. Go into the 240 rate and we'll select 39, and climb power 1 will be fine. And we'll go into the takeoff page and select flaps 5, in fact we'll take centre of gravity first. Centre of gravity, like so, flaps 5 for takeoff, and runway winds at Schiphol are, let's have a look-see. The winds are 270 at 14 knots. There we go. And the runway condition is dry, acceleration is 3,000, dam reduction is 1,500, climb power 1. Okie dokie, so we'll go back here and we'll enter our V-speed. So V1 is 135, VR is 139, and our V2 is 147 knots. So we'll make sure that's all entered into the flight plan. Those restrictions are fine. We'll keep it like that, the way it is. We'll go on to the legs page. Okay, so now that we've completed our FMC flight planning and configuration, we'll go out and we'll have a little look at the bags being put on board. So we're out here on the ground at Schiphol while our baggage handlers are putting on the famous red and blue bags. Now a couple of you asked me, and I don't particularly know why, a couple of you asked me, where do the bags go when they go into the airplane on GSX? Now lads, I'm sorry to break this to you, and I'm sorry to break immersion, but as you can see, that's where they go. So I hope that's cleared up information on where the bags go. Yeah, PMDG do a brilliant job of modelling these aircraft, honestly. They just, fantastic, fantastic. So our baggage handlers are almost done putting the bags on. The passengers, as you can see, clearly without a doubt, all seated in the back. Schiphol's got a teeny bit busier. I believe there are some aircraft around us now. Yes, there is a City Hopper there. The Transavia, yep, that's still there, and there's a couple general aviation aircraft over there. So we're taking off on that runway there, that's runway 24, so it'll literally just be there, down there. It'll be the shortest taxi you've ever seen, and it's okay. So sometimes on Vatsim we don't question the way planes work, we just... I'm not having this conversation with you guys. Let's get back onto the flight deck and let's get ready for departure. So we're back on the flight deck. We're just going to get a couple things set up. We're going to turn on the fuel pump and we're going to start up the APU. Should have probably done that before, but hey ho, who cares? And we'll bring the APU blade on as well while we're at it. Window heats, they can come on. What else? We'll just do a quick swipe here. Everything right now is in the correct position. It's the MCP we want to have a look at. Flight directors can come on and the VOR map screens can come on. For speeds, I believe it was 147 is our V2 speed, so we'll set that like that. And the runway heading is 242, I believe. Hope I'm not wrong about that. I'm normally not wrong about things. And initial altitude climbing, transition 3000. I'm going to set it 6000 just because I like to. Someone asked in the comment, I believe it was Spot555, asked why I do that. Personally, it's just a preference. I like to set it to the transition. Not all people do, but just in places like where we have, for example, tonight we have Amsterdam radar. I think he's still on. He might give us a charted climb, so that saves me putting all my climb way up to like 30,000, only to wind it back down. You're better to have it down and then wind it up. It's just personal preference, really. You can do whatever you want. Come down to the transponder and we'll set our squawk code. The one given unto us by ATC today is 6277. So we'll set the squawk code like so, and we'll select our weather radar that we want. We can also set the trim. If we go into our index and go into takeoff, the trim is 5.24 units, so you just scroll that down. There we go. So now we're all good on that front there as well. The APU should be on by now on the bus, so we'll turn them off and we can disconnect ground power and see that we're getting a constant feed of electricity from the APU systems. So I'll give one final call to ATC and then I believe we can get out of here. And delivery KLM91 Zulu ready to go for push and start.
KLM91 Zulu, hotel, information hotel is correct. QNH1011, contact tower on 119.225 and hold position.
Cover will hold and contact, monitor tower on 119.225 for KLM91 Zulu. Thank you, bye bye.
Papa, Echo Foxtrot, roger. 27 is all yours, requesting taxi to uniform. Alpha, bereid to taxi to uniform 1. Taxi uniform 1, my discussion, Bravo Zulu, thank you.
Tower good evening, KLM91 Zulu at Delta 48, ready to go for push and start.
KLM91 Zulu, the pushback and startup approved.
Push and start approved, KLM91 Zulu. So as you heard there, we just got clearance from ATC to push back. All of our stuff has been set up. Our hydraulics are now on, our fuel pumps are on, and our anti-collision lights are on. Our ignitions are in the correct place for pushback and our packs have been turned off. As you heard, obviously we now have the clearance from ATC and our guy is now locking in our gear. We can turn the dome light off now, make it a little bit darker in the cockpit, but not too much obviously, and we'll wait to push back to start the clock and our jetway is disconnected. I think I can see our tug down there who's locking the gear, unfortunately. So we really can get all of them. But yes, without further ado, and as long as this guy can push us back in the right direction, we should be getting off to Manchester. So we'll release the parking brake. Okay, and we'll start engine 2, number 2 first, and confirm that we have oil pressure, and there's N2 rising, N1 rising.
KLM661, taxi to holding point 07, runway 24.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on board of this flight.
Sorry,
Good N1, to explain the safety information on board of your KLM flight through the fine art of Delft
back
Blue.
in the right direction this time. Awesome.
Please pay attention to every detail.
Yep,
For your safety,
we got good
make
EGT
sure
rise
your carry-on
on
luggage
number
is stowed
2.
during taxi, takeoff and landing.
And we're being pushed back
Small
onto the
electronic
line,
devices
fantastic.
may be used at all times when
And
set
we'll
in
wait for the
airplane
cut-off
mode
from
and secured in
engine
your hand or
2
pocket.
to
If you
switch
lose
ignition
your electronic
left.
device in your seat,
Okay,
please do
switch
not
to
adjust
continuous,
your seat
ignition
and call a
left,
crew
ground.
member. Larger devices such as laptops
Okay, start
should
valve
be stowed
open,
during
that
taxi,
is
takeoff and landing, either in an
engine
overhead
oil
bin
pressure,
or in a bag under
N2
the seat
rising,
in front
N1
of you.
rising,
Once the fasten seatbelt sign is off, you may use these devices.
Transavia for Bravo with
This
runway
is a
24.
non-smoking flight.
okay,
This
N1
means
now
it's
coming,
not
Transavia
allowed
41
to
Bravo,
use
taxi
not
holding
allowed.
point Shadow
And
7
fuel
on runway
Includes the use of
24.
electronic cigarettes.
and we're pushed
Whenever
back
the
in.
Show 7
seatbelt
runway
sign is
24,
on, your
turn
seatbelt
74.
must be
Okay, and we'll
fastened.
set parking brake,
For your own safety,
like
keep
so.
your seatbelt fastened and visible during the flight,
and we'll wait on
even
that
when the
engine
seatbelt sign is switched off.
coming on. That
To
should
release
just be
the
in the next
seatbelt,
couple
just lift the
seconds.
buckle. If there is a sudden decrease in cabin pressure, your oxygen mask
No.
will drop automatically in front
No.
of you. Pull the
No.
mask towards you to start the
Nope.
flow of
Yep,
oxygen.
nope, maybe.
Place the mask over your nose and mouth and breathe
Now,
normally.
there we go.
Make sure
Engine
your own
continuous
mask
and
is
ignition
well
on
adjusted
both.
before helping others.
Wheel well light can come off,
Should we have to evacuate
packs
the
can come back
aircraft over
on.
water, there's a life vest located
This can
under
bring
your seat
generator
or
1
under the
and
center
try
armrest.
1 on. Your damper
Open the bag
can
and
come
remove the
on,
vest.
and
Place
we'll
it
bring in
over your
engine
head
bus switches
and pull
and
the strap
confirm
tightly
that we're no
around your
longer on
waist.
APU power and turn
When
APU
you're
power
outside
off.
the aircraft, inflate your life vest by
Okay,
pulling the
and
red tag.
He's pushed back, but we're going to blind
Life
him
vest
anyway.
can be refilled
Bring those
using
on
the
and we'll set
mouthpiece.
flaps 5.
Contact with water will automatically switch on the light.
And left is clear,
Emergency
right is
exits
clear,
are
awesome, which
located
means we
on
can
each
turn
side
on
of the
our weather
cabin.
radar.
At the front,
So we'll
in
have
the
weather on the
center,
side,
and at the
terrain
rear.
on this side.
In the unlikely event of an
Like
emergency
so.
evacuation,
Okay,
follow
let's
the
call up
illuminated
our
escape path
ATC
to the
for
nearest
taxi
exit.
to the runway.
Leave all your carry-on luggage behind and follow the instructions of the crew. Please take a moment now to locate the nearest emergency exit. Be aware, the exit may be behind you. It's almost time for the final cabin check. Please make sure that your tray table and video screen have been stowed away, that the back of your seat is in the upright position, and that your headrest has been pushed down.
We encourage everyone to read the safety on board card located near your seat. At KLM Royal Dutch Airlines, we care about every little detail of your flight safety. If you have any questions, our cabin crew is here to help you. Thank you for your attention. On behalf of KLM Royal Dutch Airlines, we wish you a very pleasant flight.
Okay, so you join us now. We're just coming right in behind this 747. Switching all our stuff on while he's getting ready to go. Just setting our TCAS to TARA. Hopefully he should move, and we're going to pull in right behind him. It's a shame he's not textured. That's really disappointing. That would have been awesome if he was textured. That would have been cool. Okay, and we'll start the clock. And we'll just cut on here. We don't need a big turning circle. The rudder pedals, I've just checked, and they're working they're very sensitive on the 737, as you've probably seen if you were watching that taxi closely. Okay, he's just taking off. And we'll just pull on behind, like so. Okay, so I believe we're ready to go. One quick sweep. Nothing's out of the ordinary. Everything's looking good. We're going taxi light off now. Oh yeah, APU off. Okay, we're good. And soft inputs from this. It's a big big change from Seatec and 737 by far. Okay, and we're now lined up, ready to go. We'll stop here. Parking brake. And we'll wait for him to clear off out of our way.
KLM91 contact Amsterdam 125.750, bye-bye.
2125.75, thank you very much for your services, bye-bye.
Okay. Oh, look, there's quite a bit of traffic now. There's a Norwegian and there's a whatever that is, KLM I think, Transavia. Can't see the 747, he's disappeared off into the sky. Weather's looking fine though, not got anything in the way from what I can see. Just do one final sweep, make sure everything's fine.
KLM91Z Zulu, runway 24, cleared for takeoff, wind 270 degrees, 1 knots.
Give for takeoff runway 24, KLM 91 Zulu, thank you. Okay, so...
Easy
Runway off.
69 Juliet behind the departing KLM 737,
And
line up and wait,
throttle
runway
50%.
24, Sierra 7 behind.
And Toga.
Wait to sequence, easy 69 Juliet.
Okay,
Good evening, Transavia
For set.
347 with you, Delta 12, requesting caution start.
and that's 80 knots. It's gonna get pretty loud here, guys, so just bear with me. V1. V1,
Still in for pushback and startup, say again, go.
rotate.
Transavia 347.
Positive rate, gear up.
Transavia 347, set clock 6272.
Sorry about for the noise, guys. I completely forgot to set my
Transavia 347.
thing. Right, just pulling it out.
Transavia 347, build
Oops.
pushback and startup approved.
Hold it at 10 degrees pitch.
First down for you, Transavia 347.
Okay, bring autopilot in now.
Easy 69 Juliet, runway 24, cleared, wind 270, 1
And
knot,
decrease.
stall change.
Climb like that. There we go.
Wait, 2 voor nog een fijne
We'll
avond.
bring
Deze
the gears
69
off.
Juliet.
And we'll bring speed up.
KLM91 Zulu, contact Amsterdam 125.750, bye bye.
Oops. Cancel that button on 125.75 for KLM 901 Zulu. Thank you for your help. Bye bye. Okay. Transfer over to Amsterdam.
11955, many thanks.
And we'll bring speed.
Scandinavian 197, you are leaving my airspace right now. No further
Got a bit
ATC
of a
is
lag
available
spike
into
there.
London at this time. So frequency change to no comments approved.
We've
Bye
not
bye.
crashed, have we? I hope we've not crashed.
Unicom,
No, we've
Scandinavian
not.
197.
Just a lag spike. Good, good. Amsterdam, good evening. KLM 901 Zulu with you now, climbing out of 2,500 feet.
KLM Zulu have identified climb flight level 130 and proceed at Nimba.
Copy, climb flight level 130 and proceed direct to Nimba. KLM 901 Zulu. Okay, so we'll increase that to 1,000, sorry, flight level 130 and Nimba. We have to go direct to, where is Nimba? Memphis, there it is. Okay, that's a big direct, but there we go. We'll turn out here and transition standard. Okay, and we'll bring flaps up, flaps 1, like so.
Amsterdam radar, een hele goede avond. Deze zijn
And there
Juliet
is
aan de
Amsterdam,
bergland.
ladies and gentlemen. We didn't see much of it there in the departure. There's Amsterdam, looking lovely.
369 Juliet, hello, climb level 130.
Okie dokie, right,
I
well,
want peace here.
I've got a couple of things to do talking to Amsterdam Radar, so I will leave you here, enjoy the montage of the flight, and I will see you when we get into Manchester. Enjoy the flight. into Manchester. We're just now making our final approach into Manchester, and I totally screwed up the descent. The original plan was to come in, but I think I selected the wrong star, so bit of hassle slowing down, plus obviously the turbulence. So that's why I'm coming to you a little bit later than I usually would. Just trying to get all this sorted out. I might have to give me a little bit of a wider berth there. Just depends how fast I can slow down. Let's go 180. Hopefully I've got a good area to run, and I can decrease the rate of climb. That should be able to bring my stuff down. I'll bring engine start switches on to continuous. But yeah, that flight was very short and very sweet, which was nice. So we should be able to turn on to the ILS approach. We're going to give a room for some traffic. Sem, the guy flying with me, is coming in front of me. He's the EasyJet. So he's flying in front of me, and we'll take flaps 1. In fact, you know what we can do? We can take flaps 2 right now. Saves us doing it a bit later. And hopefully that should allow us to slow down a bit. I don't know what this noise is or why it like always comes at this time. I would imagine it's just a noise that PMDG put in. I can't tell if that's traffic there or not. Alright, let's get a turn on the go. Onto the thing, and we'll arm localizer as well. We'll correct to intercept. Right behind him. Like so. So yeah, right now the only ATC that's on at Manchester is the ground. So what I can actually do now is I can connect to him, let you have a little listen. Let you listen to him on our approach. Since my voice is boring and mundane, we'll decrease our range. And I'm going, you might think this is a little bit slow for this distance, but just giving range to Sem so I don't crash into the back of him or have to do a go round, which wouldn't be fun. We can extend this out all the way now. This is... Yeah, so like I said, I cut this descent horribly. That's my bad. Can take the speed brake off. Don't know why that was on. Right, so let's just do a quick rundown of everything. All the systems look okay. I'll check the temperature. No, we don't need the anti-ice anymore, so we can turn that off. So the plan is for when we land, we're going to be exiting at hopefully Golf, if it's not closed, and exiting Golf 1 onto Juliet 4 and then in at 48. So I can't tell if that's someone shouting Mayday or not. I really hope it's not. So we'll take, I can't remember, no, it's VNAV's the one we want, and speed interventions is the one we want as well. So God, where's that taking us? Is that trying to, oh, don't be that guy. Do you know what, screw it, I'll keep it on the heading select. Right, passengers are going to be wondering what is going on, like why is the ground right there and why are we turning? They must be really confused. Right, there's Sem. I don't know if I can see him. I don't have line of sight on him. Okay, so we're 7 miles out, 7 nautical miles out from the localizer, and then we can pull in behind Sem. All being well. Right, so overall that was, we got a bit of turbulence. That appears to have cleared up by now, and we're 17 nautical miles downrange, so we're good to go. Strobes on, steady, logos on, anti-collision on, wing lights on. It's gotten a little bit darker, as you can see. Packs are on, recircle on, power and all that good stuff is on, and communication is all set, trim set, and flaps, well, we're going to be bringing them down there. There's the airport. We've got a visual on the lights. It's always awkward to come in because usually you want to intercept as you're going down, so we're just sort of riding on it, which is not the greatest, but we don't have radar on, so we just have to make do, I'm afraid. Right, 4 miles out now. I wonder if, this is really cheeky, but I just want to speed up a little bit. just so I can get that intercept. Like so. Is it just me? I might be going mad. Can anyone else hear someone saying Mayday? I swear that's someone saying Mayday. I can't tell over the noise. They very well might be. Right, so looks like Sim's just now touching down. And that's 1 mile. Okay, we can decrease speed now back to 180. And we'll arm speed brake. And we'll wait for localizer capture, which should be happening any second. Oh, we can see our diamonds are now coming along. Capture? 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 Hello? Hello? Help? Hello? Hello? Help? No? Oh wait, no, it's that one. Ugh. I'm an idiot. There we go. Right. So we'll switch to approach now. The diamond's coming down. And we can bring in flaps 5. And decrease to flaps 5 speed. And we'll get ourselves set up in the runway position. There we go. Just a heads up, because I've not set all this up, when I do drop the gears, which is I'm going to do it now, it's going to be very loud, so please lower your sound. This is an official warning. Here we go. Flaps 10. To be fair, for the 5 people that are going to be complaining, I did warn you. Oh, that's ridiculous. I wish I could like single out my audio, but I can't. And that sucks. Okay, 2500. Bringing flaps 15 now. Okay, bringing the speed
Manchester
down.
Ground, good evening. This is Airways 5 Echo Kilo. It's type Dash 8, stand 5. Request clearance to the Isle of
Okay,
Man.
that's runway
I
there.
have a KLM91Z at the moment.
And we'll bring in
Airways 5 Echo
25.
Good evening. Can you just confirm your stand number, please?
And that's our final landing speed.
Stand
It's
9. Airways
140.
5 Echo Kilo.
Okay, so we're landing at... Whoa!
Airways 5
Winds have changed. Oops. We're landing with a tailwind. Well, that's not good. Anyway, let's disengage the autopilot and land this puppy. So, autopilot.
Nicholas 1 Romeo
Off.
departure squawk 5016.
Okay, right.
Airways
Keeping
5
it
Echo Kilo.
nice and steady.
Airways 5 Echo Kilo, correct.
I believe traffic's vacated.
Manchester Ground, evening,
Yeah,
easy,
it's vacated.
engineer, take care,
Okay, we're still a little bit high. I believe that's just the tailwind that's doing that.
The ground, good evening.
Keeping it nice and level to the ground here.
1-1, my option is doing second.
Okay. 1000. We'll decrease that vertical rate of descent there.
1 left, here's the next, oh, 86 engineer, just possibly just get down 47 management.
Okay.
A firm is a big man
And
who is
we are good to land.
What's on that? No, very much.
And descend a little bit more. I want my view. Oops. Dropped.
Very nice, it's right funky look at it.
Okay. And here we go, we're landing. Okay, and on the ground, reverser's green. And cut out reversers, manual braking. and we'll take high speed exit there. In fact, you know what, we can cut off here actually, because this is, I believe it is golf. I'm not quite sure. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Manchester. Take the landing lights off, taxi light on, bring that one to steady. And we're going to probably be following the EasyJet in. Disarm brakes. And bring TCAS off. Okay, we'll just make sure we vacate since it's just in case there's any traffic landing behind us. And let's talk to ATC. Manchester ground, good evening. KLM91 Zulu, vacated runway 05 left. Looking if we can park on stand 49er.
KLM91 Manchester ground, good evening, taxi, 49er via Juliet and Golf.
Taxi stand 49er via Juliet and Golf, KLM91 Zulu. Thank you. Okay, so Juliet is here, I'd imagine, so we'll bring it in like so. Oh, I think Sim's internet dropped out there. Right, 49er. That's along at the end of the pier, so we'll pull in there. Overall, that was a very enjoyable flight and a nice landing. The EasyDock camera didn't do it any justice, so I have to say that landing was much smoother than the camera portrayed. I promise, I'm not lying. We'll stop the clock as well. Right, 49 is somewhere along here. There's no lines or markings, so I don't know. Just pull in, I guess. Right, 49er is the last one along before 50, so I believe it's that one there. We'll just have to wait and see. I might just be completely taxiing across random areas. Yeah, 49er there it is. Okay, so let's turn the turn-offs off, the taxi light off, and we'll start the APU. Bring them off as well. Okay. So
Skyway 5 Echo Kilo, request push start.
and we'll bring it in like so.
Skyway 5 Echo Kilo 9, pushing start approved, face down.
Okay.
Push start approved.
I think we're
Skyway 5
a
Echo
little
Kilo.
bit far too over, so we'll just bring it over. There's no
Skyway
safe dock
5
here,
Echo Kilo, face down.
unfortunately, so we'll just have to play it by how we feel we're doing. And we'll bring it forward a little bit more. Okay, and we'll slam the parking brakes on, and the APU should just be coming on the bus any second now. So we can go ahead and turn the APU on and confirm that gen buses are off, bring on the APU blades, bring on the dome lights, and cut engines. So cut engine 2. And we've still got power, we'll cut engine 1. And that's engines off, fuel switches can come off, and electronic demand pumps can come off, bring on for the anti-collision lights. Packs can come off, isolation valve is open, and we'll bring the probe heats and the window heats off as well. Bring this back onto battery and this onto the APU gen, and we'll bring the yaw damper off and take off the RISs. We'll connect up ground power in a second, then we'll bring off the fasten seatbelt sign so everyone can get up. Right, let's go out and watch all of our stuff being taken off. Well, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, our bags are just now starting to come off at Manchester as the sun sets on what has been a fantastic flight. Fantastic flight that was very enjoyable, and had wasn't the best approach, I'll be honest. I mucked that descent up. I don't know what this guy's doing with his bags, he's getting fired. But that landing, I liked it spot on, even though if we did have that little tailwind shift at the end. I'm still sticking with I planned that right. And we got some traffic here at Manchester. He's through a wall, he's on the taxiway. Have we got anyone else? I believe that's all we've got today. It is quite late here. It's about 11 o'clock at night. But yeah, that was Amsterdam to Manchester. A fun flight. Oh, no, it's an air. Is that an... Oh, we got an Air Israeli there. Awesome, right. So, about the traffic, unfortunately Sim had to go a little bit early, but thanks to him for flying. I don't think he's got a YouTube channel, otherwise I would link it. But yeah, that was Amsterdam to Manchester. If you want to see more flights or submit your own flight requests, the links are in the description. And yes, I would set a sub goal, but I don't think we need one for this month. Thank you for all the continued support, and I guess I'll see you in the next video. Have a nice weekend. What is he doing? Greg, stop. Greg.